Hello and welcome to vlog number 18. Last weekend my wife and I travelled to Amsterdam from Norwich so that I could take part in the filming of a documentary about cannabis and Parkinson's disease that is being made for the television channel Viceland by Vice.com. We left Norwich at 5:20 p.m, arriving at Schiphol Airport in the Netherlands at 7:15 p.m. local time. We didn't get off to a very good start because we'd been told that there would be someone at the airport to meet us and show us to our hotel. There wasn't. A couple of phone calls established that we weren't going to be met by anyone because there was nobody available, but we could walk to the hotel, which was just a few minutes walk from the terminal. The hotel was very strange. Our room was kind of like a capsule, with a king-size bed that stretched the entire width of the room, and a shower and toilet that were in the middle of the room but enclosed by glass cylinders. Most unusual. We got some rest before travelling into the centre of Amsterdam because the shoot was going to be in one of Amsterdam's coffee shops after it had closed to the public. It was at this point that my wife became a little freaked out. I hadn't realised that she didn't know what a Dutch coffee shop was. She thought we were going to be filming in Starbucks or Costa, so it was a bit of a shock to find out the reality. She'd even brought a knitting with her, thinking she could find a quiet corner to herself while we got on with the shoot. The documentary was shot in a hot box within the coffee shop. This is an enclosed space that would gradually be filled with cannabis smoke as the filming progressed, so that we would passively inhale it. What we were doing was filming a series of links to some light-hearted short videos that had been made to dispel some of the myths that surround this medicinal plant. I was to be the medicinal user, showing how the cannabis affected my Parkinson's tremor as the documentary progressed, and I inhaled more and more cannabis smoke. The idea was that as we progressed, I would become less and less shaky, and Charlotte de Bock, who was presenting the documentary, would become less and less steady. I had to bail out after 2 or 3 links, because it just got too smoky for me to tolerate, so some of my contributions were filmed in the street outside. Charlotte and the cameraman battled on valiantly to the bitter end, however. I must mention the cameraman who was in the hotbox with us, because he was the spitting image of Simon Pegg. I said that I'd give him a shout out, so Ryan, if you're watching, I hope I didn't offend you by comparing you to Mr. Pegg. It wasn't intended as an insult. My wife and I got to bed around 4 a.m. We left the rest of the crew to finish up, and I think they got back to the hotel around 5:30 a.m. We got about 5 hours sleep and then spent Sunday being tourists, walking around the centre of Amsterdam until I thought my legs would drop off. It doesn't take much. And taking a cruise around the canals of Amsterdam. I had spent some months working in Amsterdam in the mid-1990s when I was a computer consultant, so I had done the tourist stuff back then, but my wife had only visited the country on a school trip, so most of the sights of the city were new to her. We then returned to our hotel, checked out and walked back to the airport to catch our flight home to Norwich. It has taken me most of the week to recover, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. A big thank you to all of the team at Vice for making it happen. They were a great bunch. Keep an eye on the Viceland channel. The documentary is supposed to be airing later this month. That's about it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or have a topic that you'd like me to cover in future vlogs, just leave me a message in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. Have a great week. See you next Friday.